Do we have anything?
All right, if you remember, did a whole bunch of recycling of copper previously, and we got that big copper bin. But we have this ship-to-shore cable here, which is gargantuan stuff. And this is all reclaimed and reused. And it's got these connectors that are literally about the size of my hand. And then this big 2.5-inch cable, all this copper in it. But the wire stripper is not going to work, as we've kind of mentioned here. And question is, how do you end up stripping this out? How do you even cut this sheathing out? But before we do any of the recycling, today we're going to connect this generator up to this big long cable and stick a light bulb on the end. And, you know, sometimes you just have to try things out.
Yeah.
So we're going to hodgepodge it together.
I guess the real question is, you know, when you go to Home Depot and all these box stores and you see them selling advertising 10 gauge is better than 12, 12 is better than 14. Is there a limit to how big of a cable is just not good? Practically, you're not carrying this around with you.
Yeah, practically.
But is there any advantage that you gain if you just want to put a light bulb on your 2.5-inch diameter cable, your 100 amp cable?
Yeah,
Do you get anything?
We'll measure some voltage drop across it. And we're probably going to find the longest piece that we can find in here.
Oh, it's going to be that one. The
this
one that
here
looks like a garden hose
style
spooled up.
cable.
I think this one is a little bigger and maybe longer. I have that zip tied.
Oh, yeah. People who are into copper reclaiming are probably salivating right now. This stuff is heavy, too. I mean, hundreds of pounds of weight here. But you got to be able to strip this out somehow. So we'll see that. But right now, we're just going to connect this fancy little generator to the biggest, fattest cable we can find and jam a couple probes in there and see if we can light a light bulb with the cable. Now, I know the answer is yes, but that's not the point here. All right, so here's the light bulb we're going to light up, and we're going to do this. I don't know what the style is here, but
I don't know. I don't think I've ever soldered on a light bulb before.
I think the lead is a lower melting point, so you might have a better result.
Might be better. I kind of like this due to the diameter.
Yeah, go for it. We just need a glob to hold that piece of wire on. And you're going to have to get the actual light bulb surface hot enough. And hopefully it's not aluminum. Right? If we're trying to solder to aluminum, it's not going to work so well.
This will help hold it in either way, I think.
Again, this is just for testing purposes.
Even if it just gets jammed in there.
Any old glob will be fine.
If I can just get a glob to kind of form off the side of this, we'll probably be...
Got my weller here. You can see the temperature there. Nice weller station, some flux.
Oh, it looks like it's sticking down.
It's not going
to spin off.
Let it cool off. Let's see if just make sure it doesn't spin off. We just need a little bit of electrical connection there.
No, that won't spin off. That's...
Oh, good. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's more than enough for this project.
Oh, yeah.
And so then all we got to do is put this other lead on the base here, just like that.
I'm going to do that.
I'll hold it with my hand here.
That would be great. I'm just going to get them with the flux.
Flux that guy up.
Whoop. I like this liquid flux a lot more than the paste.
Yeah, we're just going to sacrifice this LED
bulb.
bulb.
I need another arm or something to hold.
Well, we got this stand here, so let's try that out.
Why don't we replace your arm with the stand? And then
in there, nice and tight.
Just grab that. If you want to hold the light bulb to that, then I can 100%
got it.
Solder it on.
All right, more arms are better here.
Oh yeah.
Just don't burn me or drip solder on my hand, please.
The goal is to not.
Ooh, I can feel the flux popping off on me.
Can you, as long as it doesn't hit.
Just got to get that base hot enough so that it takes solder.
Yeah.
Oh, there it goes. Okay, let go.
Nice. That should do, actually. That looks pretty soldered.
Yep. You can see that. Just make a cold solder joint afterwards.
Nice.
All right, so
that'll work.
We'll take this off. We'll cut that probe in half.
Mm-hmm. If you have snips, I can.
Yeah. We're going to get them to the same length ultimately. Again, this is just reclaimed wire anyway. So we'll get those the same length.
We don't want to crack our solder joint either while we're at it.
So get those two about the same position because we're going to jam them in the wire.
I'm going to delicately do this.
Yeah. And then
That looks decent, actually.
strip off about 1 inch because we'll jam that in the wire.
Oh, you're giving me the automatic strippers. I haven't used these in a long time.
Go on the biggest number there.
The side. Like that?
Hold on. Yeah, like that. Biggest number right there. It helps if the wire's straight.
Oof,
there we go.
I use manual strippers all day, every day.
We'll straighten this out.
So I'm not exactly the expert on these ones.
It's all right.
Maybe a touch more. Yeah, right like that.
Okay, this will make sense when we get this all together here. Here's a pair of needle nose pliers.
Straighten them out.
Make those just super straight. Because we're going to use them like a nail to push into the middle of the wire.
Yeah.
And then we got to figure out some way to hook it up to the generator. We're going to, instead of using a wall outlet, we're just going to use the generator just because. And yeah.
I wouldn't necessarily want to plug this into a wall outlet, if I'm being entirely honest.
Yeah, we're not going to test either. We're going to test live. So bring it on over here.
Yep.
So the plan is this. Just pick 2 colors here. 2 colors in this big honking cable.
Red and black seem
I think
about
red and
right.
black too. So plug one end into the red. Does it jam in?
It is. It's going in. Not very far, but you know we'll get continuity here.
Oh, it doesn't matter. It just needs...
I think a center punch might be the solution.
Yeah,
I have one right here as well.
Yeah. Take that center punch out. And...
There's no... They never...
Yeah, okay.
They never teach you how to do this.
So I guess the question here is, can you... So now that we're formulating our questions after we've formulated a task, is can you use... If you had a mile of this stuff, this cable, could you just use it to light a light bulb with a generator at the other end? I think that's the question I have. So, okay, so there we go. So what's going on here is we have the light bulb.
Give that a little bend.
We've soldered it in. You can move back just a smidge so we can see.
There we go.
All right, so we have the light bulb. We've soldered it in. We've shoved the light bulb connectors into this big honking wire. And as long as it's not shorted out anywhere, things will work out pretty good. And in theory, if we had a mile of this big honking connector stuff and we hooked it into this generator, could we light a light bulb? Because I'm sure we can handle the current on a cable that big. So give us a few minutes to figure out how we're going to hook these into that generator. I'm going to have to find an outlet that we can salvage. And we're using a generator here, safety first, so all the normal things apply. Don't do this at home, etc. And the reason I'm using a generator is we have 100% control of the electricity, so we'll have it
less likely to die.
That's
good.
When the power is off, the power is off, especially when you're doing something that's so nutty like this. And there we go. I'm going to take those 2 probes when you're ready, and we're just going to put them in to the generator power here.
To reach into there.
We'll see if this thing starts up. I don't think you need it that long, but I guess, you know, given the fact that all we have are live conductors everywhere that kill us.
What's the worst that could happen when
Death?
you look at what we're doing?
Yeah, definitely don't do this at home.
No.
Sometimes you just have to know.
I wouldn't do this
answers to
at
questions.
work
No.
either.
Oh, definitely don't do this at work.
I'd get fired.
They're not going to understand at all. So let's just see if we can get. So there we go. Again, this is definitely not the way to do it.
Oof.
All right, what do you think?
Huh.
Fire it up.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to bring the meter over here so we can see when we got voltage. And you want to film?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. I would rather be filming than be standing near that.
Okay, well, I'm going to make sure all the conductors are separated here. Nothing's running yet, so we don't have any voltage. And let's just see how this works. Engine on. Leave it on echo. Oh, I need a little choke.
Do we have anything?
60. No, we have nothing. We got .76, if you can see
Maybe
the meter
it's
there.
a continuity issue.
Can you show the meter there?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, maybe we got a short. You know, this is a dumb idea.
Record for a second.
Live terminals everywhere. Whoa, you got
There
it.
we go.
You got it.
This wasn't making contact.
So I think it's not making contact in the generator. That felt a little loose.
Hey, we have a switch.
So 100%.
I'm just gonna try to bend this up and see if it keeps contact.
This is how you don't
Risk it.
run a light bulb off a generator.
It's like when your phone charger's going bad and you have to just find the right angle.
And all I see is just live voltage everywhere. Don't touch any of those conductors.
I wasn't planning on it.
All right, so if you have to tap into a mile of cable like this and run it on a generator, the theory is that we could just run it longer. But that's pretty cool.
It does work. Nothing weird is happening.
It does work. Nothing weird is happening. Okay, so this is what not to do. 100% don't do this, but you know, in a pinch you could light a light bulb with this 2.5-inch cable with 4 conductors. And yeah, be really super careful of that. I'm guarantee you there'll be no heat on those.
No,
We just don't have the current coming out of this.
These are very efficient if your wires get too hot in your house. If you just go,
Of course, if you're a squirrel, you could run over those contacts and that would definitely fry you. So
yeah.
I'm gonna,
I think it's safe for home use if you got a couple extra grand per light bulb and you wanna put this up in the rafters,
Oh, yeah, that
you
stuff's
should just go right ahead.
that stuff's probably $100 a foot, this cable here.
It's
It's not
something
including the conductor.
Crazy.
All right, so we're gonna turn this off. Make sure we're safe.
I'm kind of surprised that this worked.
Yeah, I'm really surprised this worked at all. That's crazy.